We're here with Nicole, who's working with Direct Partners for a while now. So Nicole, tell us about your career situation and how it was affected by COVID.
So before I started with Direct Partners, I was actually at the airport. I was a duty manager at the airport. I went there when I left school. It was my first job. I actually wanted to go to university and I never got in, so I ended up just taking a job, and then obviously things got a bit scary because of COVID and aviation was just a bit disastrous. So I just had to get a job, and then that's when I came across Direct Partners. So that changed massively because it was actually something that at the airport I'd kind of peaked. I'd got a couple of promotions when I'd been there for 3-4 years. So I couldn't really go much further with the business I was with. So coming to Direct Partners has totally opened up, and there's more career aspects.
And what problems did you experience when you were looking for a job?
I think because it was in the middle of COVID, it was a bit of a nightmare because everybody was facing redundancy. There was a lot of people looking for jobs, but also I didn't really have any experience doing interviews. So I had a couple of interviews before I spoke with Deborah, and I kind of went in a bit in the dark because my part-time job I didn't really have much kind of interview for that. And then my one at the airport, it wasn't really that formal, it was more an informal chat. So I didn't really have experience at having interviews, and obviously because the market was so scarce, it was just a bit of a nightmare.
And so why did you decide to come to Direct Partners?
Well, I actually initially wasn't coming to Direct Partners. I'd applied for an apprenticeship with DPD, doing business admin apprenticeship, which was delivered by Direct Partners. And then I spoke with Deborah, and she said that DPD were kind of looking for a school leaver and with someone with a wee bit less experience. So she set me up for another couple of interviews that kind of fell through, and she said that actually Bev wanted to interview me here for a job at Direct Partners. So that was kind of how I ended up connected.
And before all of this happened, what was your prior understanding of the term apprenticeship?
I know a lot of people kind of take the stigma, it's all trades and stuff, but I knew kind of business admin was on offer because I'd looked at a few of them before I'd left school, but I didn't actually realise that there was so many different things you could do an apprenticeship in, like digital marketing and like management, but I always thought it was kind of 16 to 19 year olds as well.
And so how has your understanding of the term apprenticeship changed since then, after hearing about Direct Partners and what we do?
I think it's changed a lot now. As I say, I've realised that there's more things that you can do, apprenticeships in like management and digital marketing, and also that can be available funding for older people as well. It doesn't have to just be 16 to 19 year olds. It's a lot more open market than I thought it was.
And what did you want to do before coming to us?
So I actually wanted to be a primary school teacher. Most people do when they're at school. And I had applied for uni, and then the 5th year, I think that's when you apply, can't mind. And I never got into uni. I got rejected, which I wasn't really too surprised because I never got the qualifications. Well, I got the qualifications, but not at the grade that I hoped to in 5th year because I was doing more hires in 6th year. So I wasn't too surprised, and I thought I'll just take a year out and then I'll reapply. And I got a job, and I just got too used to the money, and I ended up not applying again.
So has what you wanted to change since then, and if so, why?
So I kind of, when I was working at the airport, I still thought, oh, should I maybe, like when I'm young and I've not got ties, I don't own a house or anything, so I thought now's the time to maybe go to university if I want to. And then I considered it, and I thought, I don't know if I could go back to full-time learning again. Like I just wasn't sure it was for me. And being in a duty manager's role, I was doing quite a lot of admin work, so I thought maybe I just want to go into just an admin orientated job. But now being at Direct Partners, doing the mentoring and assessing side of it and the admin side of it, I feel like I've kind of got best of both worlds for what I wanted to do, because I'm doing the admin tasks, and although I'm not teaching as such, but we are in education, and I'm helping young people, not just young people, but I'm helping people, and I'm mentoring, and I'm helping them further develop their careers as well as further developing myself.
What skills have Direct Partners provided you with?
I think they've actually helped me brush up on my business admin skills. I've done the business admin qualification since I started at Direct Partners, and I kind of had a rough idea of admin and stuff before I did it at school, and I really enjoyed it, but it's totally different doing it at school and then coming into the business environment and having to put it into practice. The skills are similar, but they're different, and also my confidence as well. I think I was quite confident when I worked at the airport because I was having to deal with different airlines and things, and different problems, but I think I've just it's grown a lot more, and I kind of pushed myself a wee bit more out of my comfort zone now that I've been here.
And how do you plan to take those skills forward and apply them throughout the duration of your career?
Yes, I think the fact that I've got a lot more confidence now, it allows me to go down different avenues, and I'm not really afraid to, as I said, to push myself out my comfort zone now, and I know that if I really put my mind to something that I can achieve it, and I'm not really afraid. I've made a few mistakes, everybody has, but I'm not afraid to make mistakes anymore because I see them as now a learning curve and an opportunity to go further now. Whereas before I probably would have beat myself up about it and kind of went back the way, but now I see it as a step forward.
And how has your general life morale changed from the start of your direct partners journey till now?
So I feel like my life's changed quite, not dramatically, but it's changed a lot because at the airport my job was good, don't get me wrong, but now at Direct Partners I'm actually helping people, so it's a lot more, I think it's quite a wholesome job to be honest, because you're seeing the journey of a candidate. A lot of my candidates are business admin candidates, so they're 16, just fresh out of school. They're just getting used to the world of work, and then seeing them develop through that 8 to 12 months and come out the other end a more confident person and more competent in their role. It's good and it's really, really satisfying.
And what advice would you give to a young person who's unsure what to do next?
I think it can be quite hard, especially when you're at school, because you speak to careers advisors, and I think it can be quite college and university based, but I think don't close off your options. I didn't close off my options. When I left school, obviously I went to the airport and I was a cleaner at the airport, and I had previously applied to uni to be a teacher. So I think if it's right for you and you think it's right at the time, then go for it. You're not stuck in a job forever, and you've got to try different avenues and see what's best for you, and don't be afraid to kind of branch out and go for something that you're maybe not 100% sure of at first, because you're not stuck there forever.
Perfect. That's all the questions, Nicole. Thank you very much.